Hey guys, it's Brandon Miniman from Techno Buffalo, and in this video we're going to compare the internet browsing experience of the HTC HD2 with that of the iPhone 3GS. As a recap, the HD2 is running on Windows Mobile, and has the largest touchscreen of any smartphone available on the market right now at 4.3 inches, and it has a 1 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, which really makes us wonder how much faster, or even if it is faster than the iPhone 3GS, in rendering web pages and launching the browser and doing other things like that. Of course, the iPhone 3GS has Safari, but the HD2 has a modified version of Opera Mobile, version 9.7, to help work with the capacitive touchscreen. So let's take a look. Let's start off by launching the browsers, and I'm going to tap Opera Browser here and Safari on the iPhone and see which one opens faster. I think it's no surprise that Safari launches in less than a second in most cases, and it's about 2 or 3 seconds on the HD2, so definitely in terms of opening the browser for the first time, the 3GS wins. Now let's launch a website from a thumbnail. Like the iPhone 3GS, on the HD2 you can place little thumbnails of websites that you visit on a regular basis. So I have the Techno Buffalo thumbnail here and here. Let's see which wins. I'm assuming the 3GS is going to win because it has that head start since the browser loads so fast. Let's do it on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here they are off. Okay, the iPhone's... Nope, not done. Yep, now it's done, and wow, about a half a second later, the HD2 finished. Very close, even though the 3GS had a head start. Let's turn them into landscape, see which one kind of rotates into landscape faster. Okay, so the 3GS won there, and let's do it the other way. Okay, 3GS is a little bit faster. Now what you get to notice immediately is how much more of the website you get to see, or at least how much bigger it is on the HD2 because of this large high-resolution touchscreen. Let's sort of stack them so it's even easier to see, and we'll move around at the same time and you can get a better sense of how things look. We're going to flick down. The flick scrolling on the HD2 is a little bit faster, which is not necessarily a good thing because it's technically less precise when it's faster. But you can see sort of how both of these render pages differently. The browser on the HD2 doesn't have Flash support, just like the iPhone 3GS, although you don't get nice links to the YouTube videos as you do on the 3GS. So very nice browsing experience on the HD2. It really makes good use of screen real estate. On the 3GS, you still have this top bar here and the bottom bar, but on the HD2, you only have a little button in the bottom right corner which will launch all of the buttons associated with the controls of the browser. So let's go to another website and do a speed test now that they are open and ready to go. We're going to try PocketNow.com. So we get this nice big on-screen landscape keyboard, and we're going to do likewise here. Okay, that's ready to go. So I'm going to click here and here at the same time, and we'll see which one loads it faster. Ready, set, go. And they're off. Okay. About even right now. Okay, the HD2 just finished. The 3GS about a second afterward. It's quite amazing that the HD2 can keep up with the iPhone 3GS, so we can move around on the page, and again we get a nice massive view thanks to all of the screen real estate on the HD2. We can move around. We can pinch to zoom in on the HD2 just like we can do on the iPhone 3GS. So we can pinch like so, and let's go to the same story and pinch. And we can flick down, double tap to zoom out, move down, double tap to zoom in, and then it zooms out to show the whole website in its entirety. So very smooth on both devices. Let's go to another website and see which loads faster. We're going to go to webmd.com this time. And over here. Okay, and ready, set, go. And they're off. Okay, 3GS won by about 2 seconds there. And we can move around on the page. Everything looks bigger on the HD2, when in reality, actually, in terms of what is fitting on the screen, you can see that if we start at the top, and start at the top over here, although let's move it down just to be fair, we get down to cholesterol here. And down here we get a little beyond cholesterol. So actually the HD2 starts zoomed in a little bit more. The iPhone's really good at showing you an overview of the page, but the HD2 has everything quite a bit bigger. So we can flick down. Of course we can double tap on the side to zoom in. I'd say the zoom capability of the iPhone 3GS is a little bit more smooth, so we can move around, double tap again, double tap, and this is a little bit more choppy, as you can see, but it's quite smooth, especially for a Windows mobile device, and the multi-touch works quite well. Okay, let's talk about multiple tabbed browsing so that you can have more than one website open, flip between them, and see how kind of smooth it is on both of these devices. So on this device, I am going to launch a new tab, and I'm going to go to, say, Gizmodo. I'm going to have that load, and I'm going to go over here. We already have a tab open here. I'm going to close that, and I'm going to click on New Page, and do the same thing over here. And of course, we get the mobile version of Gizmodo. And there it comes. And so, to access the tabs in the iPhone 3GS, obviously you tap in the bottom right corner, and you go like that. You can go very fast between them, up to about 8 or so pages you can load. On the HD2, let's see how easy it is to get to other pages. Pretty fast. It's not as visual, which is, in my opinion, not as good, but you still can bounce between 2 websites or 3 websites, or however many can fit in this list pretty quickly, which is nice to be able to do if you're trying to be productive. So overall, we're quite impressed by the internet experience on the HTC HD2. In most cases, it can keep up with the iPhone 3GS in terms of speed, and definitely getting around on pages I think is a little bit more enjoyable on the HD2 because you have such a larger screen to work with. Screen rotation is fast, the multi-touch works quite well. The only weakness of the HD2 is that the browser takes about 2 or 3 times longer to launch than it does on the iPhone 3GS. We'll be back soon with more comparisons of the HTC HD2 with the iPhone 3GS. That's it for now.